Hello everyone, my name is Serge, and today guys I wanted to make a quick video about how to optimally level up your units in Epic 7. I know there's a lot of videos out there, however they're quite outdated, most of them at least. Some of them are up to 2, 3, even 4 years old. So I just wanted to make a very up-to-date video on how to level up your units, just because I know it can get a little confusing, I guess. A lot of people don't want to make mistakes. You want to do things as optimally as possible. So I'm here to help you guys out with that, all right? So yeah, without further ado, let's get started, guys. So when you get these white star doggos, notice that it says max 2 stars. This one's say 2 stars. So in order to ascend or promote, I guess you can say, a 2 star to a 3 star, you need to first feed 2 stars into that 2 star to then make a 3 star, right? And that's fundamentally the whole gist of how to level up units, right? To make a 3 star into a 4 star, you need 3 stars to fit into that 3 star to make a 4 star. If you want to make that 4 star into a 5 star, you need 4 stars to fit into that 4 star to make them into a 5 star, right? So on and so forth. So it does get more expensive as you go on, right? But yeah, so for example, well, I'll be going through a couple examples, that way you guys can watch and use this as a reference. So yeah, whenever you have this 2 stars doggos, what you can go ahead and do, just promote. And yes, of course, use your fodder. This one's always gonna come in handy, guys. Use this instead of other white doggos, because you can always do that, right? You can always use white doggos to feed into the white doggos to make them a 3 star. But that's, you usually want to save them and use the fodder, because that's what this level 2 star fodder is there for, right? So yeah, go ahead and confirm. And we'll go ahead and do this one as well, may as well, right? Again, to 2 stars into this 2 star to make a 3 star, right? And there you go. Well, when you send them, you'll get them 3 star at level 21, right? If you do not have white doggos, right, but you still want to level up characters, you can always, guys, don't even be afraid to do this. I did it myself. You can always max level the fodder units, right, from level 1 to level 20, and then promote them and use fodder. So again, 2 stars into the 2 star to make a 3 star. The only reason why you might not necessarily want to do that is because the white doggos that you get, they are already maxed out most of the times. And so for this fodder units, you do have to use your XP currency. So you do have to level them up. That costs you gold and some XP resources, right? But you can always do this in case of the emergency. You don't have white doggos, you can always make your 2 stars fodders into 3 star fodders. All right, moving on. So the other big question, right, is what do you do with your 3 star characters that you get duplicates of, right? Because when you start a game, you're gonna be getting a lot of duplicates, right? So normally you want to save at least 3 of them before you level them up into 4 stars, right? Just because, for example, you get this character, right, and then you get a couple of units. A couple of dupes, right? So if you go ahead and take a look down here, it won't say promote. First and foremost, because the character is level 5. In order for you to ascend a 3 star or a 4 star or a 5 star into the next level, they always need to be maxed level. In this case, 3 star, the level cap is 30, right? So if they're not leveled up all the way, it will give you this option instead, right? So we'll just leave it as memory imprint. And it'll give you the option to do this. So be careful when doing this, guys. You can totally do this, it's not a big problem. But if you want to be as efficient as you can, you want to hold off on doing this, right? Because it's going to allow you to suck up all these resources, and of course you'll be getting the imprints, right, which is good. But you won't be ascending the character to a 4 star, right? As you can see here, it's just gonna give you the imprint and level it up to level 12, right? So instead, what you want to do with your 3 star characters that you'll be getting a lot of is first and foremost level them up. There you go, you will reach the max cap level 30, and then you promote them. And here, as you can see, you can use the duplicates, which in turn essentially allows you to double dip, right? We'll give you the imprints at the same time, and it will allow you to use the characters as fodder instead of wasting your doggos or your other fodder that you've been preparing, right? So this is the most optimal way to do things as far as 3 stars goes, because you're gonna get a lot of them, right? So may as well just hold off on them until you get at least 3, like I said, and then you can max level it and then turn again 3 stars into a 3 star, make them into a 4 star, right? So you know what, may as well, let's just do it. So there you go, right? It'll be 4 star, level 30, right? And then from here, if you have the extra copies, at that point, just add the imprint, right? 3 star is not gonna help that character go into from 4 star to a 5 star, so may as well just use it. This is gonna do you no good just sitting in your inventory, just occupying space. And if you have the question of whether or not you need to have 2 copies of the same character, right? Maybe, you know, different activities or whatever. Not really, honestly. There's not necessarily any characters here that you want to have 2 of, so usually just keep 1. All right, let's use another example, okay? So let's say you just got a brand new 4 star, okay? And you wanna level it up. Where is it? Okay, so in my case, I have this guy, right? When you get a 4 star, you'll usually also get him like a level 5 or something like that, right? In this case, a 4 stars level cap is gonna be 40. So what you wanna go ahead and do is level them up all the way. And then once they're leveled up all the way, it will give you the option to promote, right? And in this case, I wanted to use him as an example because I do have extra copies of the character, right? So what you can do, in this case what I could do as well, is wait until I get another copy of this character so that I can put him here and not have to waste one of my 4 star fodder materials, right? And that's totally fine. However, if you really need the character, guys, don't hesitate. Just do it, right? Who knows when you'll get the extra copy of the character, right? So you can go ahead and do this. Not a big deal. If you need the character, do it. And again, you'll be able to ascend them from 4 star to 5 star and get the imprint. Again, guys, just to cement that in your head, 4 stars into a 4 star, make a 5 star, and so on, right? So I'll just leave this one behind just in case. I won't do it yet. But then when it comes down to fodder units, right? Let's go back to the 3 star doggos. So you have your 3 star doggos, right? You turn them from 2 stars into 3 stars with the super basic fodder. So what you then can do is, you see when you ascend them, they're level 20, their level cap now is 30. You can now level that up all the way to 30. Promote. And for this ones, guys, it's totally fine. You can use the white doggos as well. And in this case, we can even use this. And also we can, obviously once you get further into the game, you summon more and more and more. You're gonna have so many extra copies of 3 stars characters that you can even use them as well, right? Because, what's the point in having them, right? You can always delete them, which will give you a specific currency as well. But when you don't need it, and you instead need to level up characters more often than not, you can always use the 3 star characters that you don't need, because you're gonna have them triple S. There's no really point in holding on to them other than either deleting them or use them as fodder as well. So in this case, what we're gonna do is just use the 3 fodders, and again, 3 stars into a 3 star, make a 4 star, right? Then do that. And we can go ahead and do this one as well. This one is already maxed out. And then we can use the 3 star doggos, right? 3 star doggos, totally fine, not a big deal. Oh yeah, and the only difference, I guess, what you don't want to do, essentially, I guess, is you'll have the option, right, to do level 21 3 stars or 3 stars but that are at max level. Normally you always want to hold off onto whatever's max level, just because that way you save up your XP resources, right? This one's already at max level, so don't use this. Instead, use the ones that are not at max level, right? And again, the difference between gold and white is not really a big difference at all. other than the gold ones, will usually already come max level at 3 stars, right? In this case, 3 stars into a 3-star, make the 4-star. So let's go ahead and do that. And there you go. You see, now I have quite a bit of 4-star white doggos as fodder. And once you turn the gold ones, you see this ones. Once you feed 3 fodders into this ones and they become 4 stars, they will be looking like this. They will just be 1 level higher than this ones. So not a big difference whatsoever. Okay, so now what you want to do from there, you will now have to level up your 4 stars. Max level, right? The new level cap will be 40. There you go, level 40. Now since they're at max level, 4-star level 40, you can promote them now. And in this case, again, I don't know, maybe it's just me. You know, I could totally be using the gold ones, not a big deal. But it's just a mental note, right? Like, I like to keep things organized. So usually I would just keep using the white ones. Of course, if I didn't have white ones and I really needed to upgrade, you can totally use the gold ones. And another thing to note, same thing goes for 4-star characters. Let's say you have a bunch of copies of a 4-star that you already tripled S, you have no use for them anymore. It's totally fine, guys. Again, use them as fodder. It's not a big deal as long as you already have them tripled S. You will rarely ever need copies of the same character, or I guess to have 2 of the same character. However, okay, I know a lot of people are gonna crucify me for saying this. There's one tiny exception, right? That hopefully is not too confusing to throw into the mix right now. But there are some characters that have alternative versions of themselves, right? So like in this case, okay, we can get out of here, for example, just so I can highlight the example a little bit better, maybe. Where is he? So in this case, this is the common quote-unquote version of this character, right? He's a green unit, Sid, but there are characters that are called Moonlight characters, which can be described as alternative versions of themselves, which in this case, his will be this one. So the only reason why you might want to keep extra copies of characters that you already have tripled S is so that then you can use those extra copies into their alternative versions. And they're going to work the exact same way, right? The same way that I can fodder this 2 into this one and give him imprints, that works. The same way if I want to level this one and fodder him, and the extra copy will give that one the extra imprints. So that's the only time you will want to keep extra copies of a specific character, right? So before you start sacrificing 4 stars, which in my opinion, like, they're sort of more difficult to acquire. 3 stars, not a big deal. Once you start stepping into 4-star and 5-star territory, that's when you sort of want to hold, like, take a step back, look if there are alternative versions of that character, so that then you can instead save them for later, right? But okay, now with that out of the way, we can go ahead and do the 4-star that we max leveled into a 5-star. Again, for this example, I'm just going to use the doggo fodder that we just made, and go ahead and voila. 4 stars into the 4-star, make a 5-star again. Sorry guys, I know it might be annoying, but just keep that in your head, right? And there you go. That's the highest level of fodder that you essentially wanna reach. Nothing in the game, you will not need 6-star fodder for anything in the game, right? So the max level characters you can get is 5-star characters. So for those 5-star characters, you will need 5 stars for them. So this is when the party happens, right? This is what you've been working on for this entire time, going from the 2 stars to 3 to 4 to then 5, so that you can then enhance your 5-star heroes into the max, which is 6 stars, level 60. So in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade a character that I actually do need to upgrade, which will be Aiden. She started as a 3-star character, guys, okay? So I had to use 3 3-stars to turn them into a 4. max level her to 40, and then use 4 4-star spotters to make her into a 5-star. So at this point, I already max level her to 50. I will use 5 5-stars to turn her into a level, well, 6-star character, okay? Boom. There you go. At that point, just top her off. Boom. Max level. 6-star, level 60. And that essentially is the goal that you want to reach, right? From the very bottom of the ladder all the way to the 5-star fodders to then make your actual characters into 6-stars. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it, right? There's definitely a lot more stuff that I could go over. However, this video is pretty long already. So if you have any questions, please let me know. So hopefully it's answered a lot of questions, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.